Ahlan wa sahlan bikum. Welcome to Spice Academy with Professor Nadia. That's me. First, I just want to thank all of you for being here. Somehow between my last video and this video, we have reached 55,000 subscribers, which blows my mind and is beautiful, and I'm so happy to have you all here. So I thought for today it would be very fitting and appropriate to do probably my most highly requested video, which is how to make My Sitto's 7-spice mix. This is a spice mix that I use in countless dishes. It's used on rice, we use it to marinate meats, we use it for vegetables. I truly can't count the ways that I use this spice and that you will use it as well. You can of course buy your own 7-spice from various sources, and every household, every country, every region will have its own blend of signature spices, but this is my grandmother's specific version that I'll be teaching you today. I just want to make a note as well that the next few videos on my channel are going to be kind of out of order, gonna be in different kitchens, gonna be back in the other kitchen and back here. So just be ready for that. Just be prepared and just come along for that adventure journey with me. So I'm gonna be giving you measurements for maybe like a standard jar of this spice mix. I am going to be doing a partial recipe, so don't look at how many I'm doing. I've adjusted the ratios for myself, but I'm gonna be putting the correct ratios for you. So you can look at the measurements on the screen or down below and adjust as necessary to how much of this spice mix you want to make. So without further ado, let us begin. The first thing, and probably the most abundant thing, is black pepper. So you're going to put 1 cup of black pepper pods in your spice mill or your pestle and mortar. Pestle and mortar would be pretty hardcore. I'd be very impressed if you did this all by hand. I would love to do this by hand. That's a nice thing to do if you want to take the afternoon. Woo! I smell that pepper, wow. I've made this with my grandmother before, but just to make sure I had it perfect, I WhatsApped her and got the exact recipe for y'all. Next, you're going to put 1/3 cup of ground cinnamon. If you have cinnamon sticks that you can grind up fresh, all the better. But if you have pre-ground cinnamon as well, you can use that. Next up is 1/2 cup of allspice. Oh, that smells really good. Oh my gosh, I love these spices, smell so nice. All right, your next thing is 1/4 cup of ground cardamom, but not just any cardamom, roasted cardamom. In Jordan, where My Sitto is, she will buy cardamom that is pre-dry roasted and use that in her spice mix. You also might be buying pre-ground cardamom, but it's kind of hard to find roasted cardamom here, but you can do it yourself. So this cardamom, I dry roasted on the stove on a medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes, just until it starts to release its aroma. Take it off, and then we will separate the pods. So you can make roasted at home. You could do this with normal cardamom, but you know, if you want to do it right, you want roasted cardamom. To get a teaspoon of ground cardamom, you're gonna want about 10 pods. So keep that in mind. But I'm just gonna separate all the pods in here. Hey mommy, do you think you could help me do a few here? You guys have such a cute dynamic. Whew. That is an effort, but it is a worthy effort if you're trying to do it right. So 1/4 cup of roasted cardamom ground up. Grind it. How's she looking? Oh my gosh, she smells good. All right, that goes in. Look at these pretty layers of sand, like a desert of spice. Next, 1/4 cup of cumin pods. Cumin's like, oh, it's just such a comforting smell. I just love it so much. Could you grind all of these together at one time? Probably. I like to do it separately. This whole process is just a feast for the senses. It smells so nice. Getting to smell each individual spice and get to know it, and then how they all come together to create this beautiful mix. This 7 spice mix is definitely a powerful secret ingredient. It will give so much love and personality to your stews and your soups, basically anything. We've done 5 spices, so we've got 2 more left. So all of these amounts of the other spices, but only 3 cloves in this whole mix. Cloves are very, very, very strong, and you really do not need a lot of them because they will overpower the mix if you put too much. So for this whole amount, my grandmother will just put 3 cloves. Last but not least is nutmeg. My grandmother will put 2 nutmeg pods whole. These are kind of hard to grind in a spice mill, so I will microplane grate these, which takes some time, but you know what? We're here for this process. So let's do it. That looks cute. Yeah.
Shishi bom bom, shishi la la dee dee doo, spicy spicy.
And that, my friends, is your 7 spice mix. Let's shake it up. Does it smell like Sittos? This is the test. I think that's right. Let's compare it with her real one. Okay. You'll see this spice mix come up over and over again on my channel. It is a pantry staple and something that reminds me of my Sitto and just makes me feel like I'm in her kitchen. When I was first cooking by myself in my own kitchen in New York, and I was really missing the sense and just the feeling of home and the feeling of being with family, I had a box of this spice mix from Sitto, and just using this in the kitchen, the aromas that it would bring up made me feel like I was with her. So it's very, very special to me, and it just makes everything taste amazing. It's a winner. It's really a winner every time. So if you make it, I would love to hear about it. Please, please tell me. And go forth and prosper. I have given you a magic spell. Use it wisely. This is no joke, guys. This is a real deal. Palestinian Sitto right here. Thank you always for just coming on here and letting me share what I love with you. There is a lot more recipes to come, and you'll be seeing a whole lot of me in the future. Until next time, alf sahtin, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.